On a couple things. You make sure you go down and see Jesse down to Shirley's Hardware there in Vineyard Haven and check out these griddles. These things are awesome. I really like that. Cast iron griddle. You flip that over and you can do steaks and burgers and everything on it. Those things are awesome. But what I want to say is March 5th, okay, PapaTucks going to be cooking with Trip and Lily, the four-piece band. They're coming over on March 5th. And down to PA Club, we're going to do a show, cooking show. I'm going to cook with the band. We're going to cook up probably some steak sandwiches, PapaTucks steak sandwiches. Wait till you taste them. We're going to cook for about an hour, okay? Do some eating, and then they're going to go in and perform. So you can take a look at some of these posters on island, like Jim's Package and Al's Package, and down to Dock Street Diner in Eggertown. And I'm going to stop down to Mocha Mott's and see if I can't put a poster up in there. And they'll tell you how you can get your tickets to this. And all the proceeds are going to Island Charities. Isn't that awesome? And then these guys are great. These guys are great. And then I was talking to Mark, a buddy of mine. He's got a new band on Island. And I think I'm going to bring them in to do a little backup music. So they'll probably come in and do 4 or 5 songs. And then Trip and Lily will play. So don't miss that on March 5th. You know, it's on a Friday night. Something to do during the winter here on the island. You can't beat it. And it's very, very nice entertainment. And you can go to my website at papabooks.net. Check these guys out a little bit while you're looking at the other stuff and you're copying and pasting this recipe down. And I can get back over here and check this bone there and see if it's coming up to a boil yet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That broth's starting to come up to a boil. We're going to let that set with the top on it for a minute. And when it gets ready, we'll pull that meat bone out and add the rest of the ingredients to that stock that we're boiling up. Now, that broth over here with the ham bone in it has been boiling for 30 minutes, 1/2 hour. And it's been at a hard boil, so I'm about ready to take that bone out. But first, after I take that bone out, what I'll do is I'll put that right into a glass casserole dish here and show you what we're going to be doing with it. Okay, let me move this stuff out the way. Don't forget to wash your peas, okay? Rinse them off, just throw them right in there like this. And then go on over to the sink and rinse them off a little bit with cold water. Okay? Now, my mom used to take these peas, and she'd take them out the night before, and I've done it too, and let them soak overnight. Put them into a glass bowl with water, fill it up with water 3/4, throw the peas right in there. You could actually put them into a glass dish like that bowl right there that the carrots and stuff is into, and just let them soak overnight. But you don't have to do that. You can just boil them up. So there we go. Now I've washed them off. I just set them aside. Now let me get this is hot, so be careful, all you new cooks out there. We're going to leave that stove right on. Take my new pot holders I got down to Shirley's Hardware. The other ones are getting a little old. We're just going to bring this baby right over, like this. Put it on my meat board that my dad made. Oh, smell that. Oh my God, does that ever smell good? We're just going to take and get the ham bone out. Oh, look at that. Get all the fat out of there. Don't want to leave that in there. That was just for flavor. Okay? Look at that. Take that baby right out. We'll get the water right back in there. And we're actually going to let this stuff cool down so that we can get the meat all off it. Let me make sure I got it all. We're going to take and cut all this up and get the fat part of the fat part out of here. We don't want that in there. You can leave a little bit in there for flavor. Okay? In fact, my grandma used to put a piece of bacon in here with it. Look at that. Now that's all just basically meat left in there right now. And of course, the onion. We're going to leave that right in there too. So that's that right there. Now we're just going to we're going to put the peas in there. Just like that. Careful you don't get burnt. Don't splash up and get you. Okay, we're just going to put them peas in there. And we're going to bring this over and we're going to bring it up to a rapid boil on high. Keep it boiling. Keep it stirred. The peas will start getting done. They'll start turning to cream. Keep stirring it. Keep stirring it. And while that's going on, I'll cut this meat up. But I want that meat to cool a little bit. Let's bring this baby right back over. right back on the burner. We're going to put our veggies in there now. Okay, so let's bring them right over. Just like that. We're actually going to put the vegetables in here, and I'm putting them against my pan. You know, if the camera get it close up, I'm putting it against the can, just pull it out, and I'm going to scrape them in a little bit at a time, so that hot water doesn't splash up and burn me. Okay, bring that right back over here. We'll stir that up a little bit, just like that. Now we put that top on there tight. We're going to bring that right back up to a boil. We'll let this cool down so you can handle it now, okay? Now you can put it in the refrigerator if you want, but I don't normally do that. I'll just let it sit here and cool down a little bit. Maybe go watch a little TV and see if there's a football game on or something. I don't know. That's got to come up to a boil anyhow, but I'm going to keep my eyes on that. Every couple minutes I'm going to come out here and stir that, make sure it's not burning to the bottom. Okay, so we'll let that cool and then we'll get the meat off this thing. We'll keep that stirred while we're doing that. All right, this baby's been up to a hard boil now for about 15 minutes. You take that top off for a minute and check it. Oh yeah, water's starting to evaporate out of here real nice. At this point, I'm going to pull that onion out of here and set that right aside. Whoops! Get it right out of there and set it right aside. Because the wife don't like onions, so I'm going to pull that right out. And we got enough of that onion flavor right into that. I'll save that for something else, actually. Maybe make some French onion soup. So let's just let that boil some more. Those peas aren't even starting to get tender yet. And that's what you're watching for here, is you're watching for those peas start getting tender. And they'll actually start mushing up and mashing. This is, at this point, is when you really got to keep an eye to it and keep it stirred. Now, my ham's all cooled down, so let's get the meat off of this and get it all separated, get the fat off it. You put this over here, pull that old bone out of here. Boy, I can smell that flavor. Let me get that right off. We don't want that on there. That's the hide. We'll throw that right aside. And all we want to do is get the meat off this bone, okay? We don't want the fat and the grizzle and all that stuff. Put that aside over here too. Put that right in here. All right, let's just get some meat off of here. Look at that. We boiled it up nice. It's actually falling right off of that bone. Probably pull it right off. Look at that. It is. It's falling right off. Be careful you don't get cut. Look at that. Oh my God, is that ever nice. Look at that. Now, finish pulling the meat off. You know, you can actually put the bone back in there too if you would like, but I'm not going to. We got plenty of flavor in there cooking right now, so. Look at that. Just get that right off of there. There. Don't be afraid to get your hands into it. Get all the meat off. Look at that. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll cut this up. Get that fat out of there. Just cut this into chunks. That's all. Just like this. Little chunks. Make them perfect size for the chew. Look at that. That's nice ham. That was a very nice ham. Get that fat off of there. Pull that right over here on the side. Let's put our meat right in here. We get a little bit of more out here and cut it up. Scrape the fat off there. Don't want the grizzle in there. We just after the meat, like I say. Here's some more. This is waste not, want not. I want all this in there. Just like that. We cut this up. Just like that. Now the grain of this ham will break up a little bit as this boils in too. And these, when I say the grain, this grain part right here will break off, look just like that, and fall into pieces as that cooks. Okay? Look at that. Get that right in there like that. Now see that ham bone? Now there's a lot more meat here sticking to that bone. Now to me that means that I didn't boil the bone enough. So I am going to throw this right back in there. We're going to boil that up just a little bit more. Okay? And then the secret to this when you're putting the bone back in is pull it out of here. Pull it back out before those peas start mashing.